Swadikap, good afternoon once again. Today is the 8th of June 2021 and this is the English language summary of the daily press briefing here at the Center for COVID Situation Administration or CCSA as always. So first of all, I'd just like to mention that we'll have a slight change in the schedule of the briefing as now we have started the official mass national vaccination campaign. This program is a national agenda, of course, and started yesterday, the 7th of June. So our focus in our briefings will be shifting towards more of the progress on the vaccination as well as the other important issues now. We're moving towards a positive and stable trend. I think this is very good. So accordingly, our schedule in the briefing will be slightly changed. We'll be having the briefing from Monday to Fridays and not on the weekends right now. But of course, you can always find information on social media outlets during the weekend. And I can recap for you whatever important issue there is during the weekend on the next Monday. So today for the 8th of June, Tuesday, I'd like to start off first with the vaccination progress. Since we started administering the official vaccines, the soft launch of the vaccination since the 28th of February 2021. We have administered more than 4.63 million doses already before the 7th of June. So it's the 28th of February to the 7th of June. Now, on the 7th of June, yesterday alone, we inoculated a total of 416,847 doses of AstraZeneca and Sinovac vaccines combined. And you see on the chart, the infographic there on screen, which is in Thai, but I'll explain to you. This chart was displayed just now by Dr. Tawisin. So you have the breakdown of the 416,847 on the left-hand column in light blue. The breakdown of that is those having the first jab is 388,872. They had their first shot yesterday. Yesterday, there were people who had their second shot as well, which is 27,975, making the total over 416,000 for yesterday. Now the second column in darker blue is still for 616,000 because we just had our first day, and when we have the numbers for each day, we'll be adding that up into the second column. So the first column will be each daily dose, vaccination dose. The second column will be the cumulative for each day starting from the 7th of June. The cutoff time, I believe, we'll get the information around 1800 hours every day. Now the last column on the right-hand side, which is the darkest of the blue, I'm not sure how it looks on screen for you right now, but in the darkest of the blue, we have 4,634,941. So that's around 4.63 million doses. That is the number of doses that we have inoculated since the 28th of February, since the emergency mission, since the soft launch, so to speak, the inoculation for the various priority groups, the elderly, medical frontline workers, and the like. So that will be the cumulative for the whole period beginning on the 28th of February. But the second column will start that from the 7th of June. That'll be the number from the 7th of June, which is the start of our national vaccination program. Hoping that the numbers will be consistent every day. If possible, I'll give you information on this on a daily basis. Most importantly, many foreign nationals have also been vaccinated yesterday, and I believe that they have been pre-registered in the various platforms or schemes and have had their appointment on the first day of the national program, which was yesterday. And those who have registered from yesterday onwards, you'll be getting the appointments in due course. So we've seen a lot of good progress in the vaccination plan for foreign nationals in several provinces around the country. I have some images for you, and when I get more images, I'll let you see them and of course hear about the feedback and everything. So the first images I have for you now is courtesy of the Phuket Immigration Police Office, where you have dedicated Thai medical staff administering administering vaccines for foreign residents in that province. Yes, and so we have a couple of images there, and everything went well in that province on the first day. As I mentioned before, the efficiency rate of making the jabs and taking the shots is not a problem for Thailand. We have actually inoculated around 69% of the supply given to various provinces, so to speak. So, for example, 100% of all the supplies given to each provinces to date. Yesterday, for example, around 70% have already been used up. And the rest, where are they? They are, of course, being inoculated as we speak. So for today, for example, and then we'll add up the numbers in each day. Now, in another province, in Chiang Mai, as of yesterday, in the morning, around 5,406 foreign nationals from more than 100 countries have been registered to be vaccinated. Now, this infographic you see on screen, you might not be able to see the text, the font clearly, but basically it is the breakdown of the nationalities of foreign nationals residing in Chiang Mai province who have successfully registered for vaccination in the days ahead, according to the Chiang Mai platform. Chiang Mai and many provinces have their own platform, as I mentioned before, in addition to the other platforms like Thai Intravac or the registering with the hospitals of your medical record, with your medical record and those other designated hospitals. So this is for Chiang Mai. I think we have just some time for you to see that and perhaps some more images. Okay, so the procedure, as I mentioned, for the vaccine registration in each province may differ. So you're strongly advised to check with your provincial authorities as well. In principle, most of the sites will require pre-registration, and as for walk-ins, most that will not be accepted in order to avoid crowded gatherings. So all in all, it's the first day. We have found we've seen a lot of progress, and hopefully will improve as the days go by in terms of the registration or the actual inoculation for all foreign nationals. And I'll keep you updated on that. So for the general situation and numbers that we have recorded for today, the number of new recoveries and confirmed cases are each day getting closer to each other, which is very good news. We have today new recoveries at 2,483 recorded for today. And we have new confirmed cases in a close number, which is 2,662, as you see on screen. We have active cases still being treated at 49,252 currently. Unfortunately, we have 28 new fatalities, making the cumulative 1,296. As for the new cases, we have information that 78% were found in Bangkok and its vicinity. So the majority in Bangkok remains the hotspot, while the situation in most of the other provinces around the country have seen continued and substantial improvement. The new clusters in Bangkok in particular are still found in the various factories and construction sites and other construction camps in the Bangkok area. In such incidents, all construction workers will be halted of their work, while authorities will conduct active case finding and seal the area. And as I mentioned earlier, the authorities have been talking to various groups, the employers, construction companies. The district officials have set up active working groups to go down to each particular area of concern, a cluster, be it a market or a construction site. So all in all, I'd just like to first thank all foreign nationals who have shown interest to receive the COVID vaccination and have cooperated well in terms of registering and all the measures that we have talked about. Authorities are doing their best to facilitate this process. In some provinces, the actual vaccination, as you saw in the images, have actually begun. For example, in Phuket, in preparation for the reopening of Phuket province for tourism next month. And in many other provinces, foreign nationals can now register through the online platforms, aside from the other platforms that I have mentioned earlier. The Ministry of Public Health has a clear procurement plan to secure 100 million doses of COVID vaccine from several manufacturers within this year. And for this month in particular, as mentioned, 6 million doses are due for allocation. That is quite certain. And if we use the inoculation, if we have the inoculation rate, the pace that we're doing right now on a daily basis, we'll be able to inoculate use the 6 million doses within this month of June. And so added to the 4 million already used, that will be 10 million doses used for the month of June alone, 10 million. So please be rest assured that all foreign nationals will be inoculated in due course, and we appreciate your understanding and we appreciate your patience. Dr. Tui Sin also received some questions just now, basically about the vaccination plan, which I had outlined to you just now. The 69% of the vaccines have been used already. In terms of the supply, it keeps on coming in, it keeps on being distributed to the various provinces to reach our aim, our goal of inoculating a large percent of the people in our country. So as I mentioned, we won't have briefings this weekend. If there's any changes, I'll let you know. I hope that you have a great week ahead. It's Tuesday today, and please stay safe and stay strong. And thank you for your attention. สวัสดีครับ